It's Thomas. You're the leader.
It was New Year's Eve on the island of Sodor, and Thomas the Tank Engine was very excited. He was going to have his photograph taken. His photograph was going to be put up at Knapford on a billboard. He felt very proud. I haven't been on a billboard for a long time. Then Peter ran up to Thomas. Thomas, Ted wants you at the sorting office really quickly. Why? Asked Thomas. Your special delivery is here. Oh my, I'll get there as soon as I complete my photograph. After that, Thomas puffed up to the depot to have his photograph taken. He was very excited. But when Thomas arrived, he saw Brian. Why is Brian here? I should be having the photograph. Thomas puffed sadly away. But he didn't know that it wasn't a photographer taking pictures of Brian. It was some holiday makers taking photographs. They were surprised to Brian. They'd never seen a steam engine still in action in like 45 years. Thomas puffed towards the sorting office in the mainland. Brian just wants to ruin my photograph, Thomas thought to himself. I bet he's trying to do it on purpose. Thomas felt cross. He wanted her to pay him out. Oh well, I've got a special delivery. What's it going to be today? Soon, Thomas arrived at the sorting office. Ted, I'm here. Ted ran up to Thomas. Meet Maisie, your special delivery for today. All Thomas could see was Maisie the cow. She escaped from Farmer McCall's this morning. He was going to make milk for the New Year's Eve party. Your cattle truck is all ready. Now I'll just load Maisie up for you. But when Ted turned around, Maisie had gone. Maisie, come back! What are we going to do now? Cried Ted. I'll go after Maisie. You ring Farmer McCall and tell him I'm on my way, said Thomas, and he raced off as fast as he could. Thomas raced back into Knapford station. Brian was there waiting. Hi sir, he said it. I thought Duck was looking after Annie and Clarabelle. There's been a change of plan. Duck's broken down, so you'll have to help him with his special. A brass band and some clowns are coming to the New Year's Eve party tonight, and they're coming at Brendam Docks. The first engine to arrive will pick up a brass band, the second will collect the clowns, and we need to be back here in time for the party tonight. Thomas didn't want to meet with Brian. He wanted to pick up the passengers all by himself. I need to get coal and water. See you at Brendam Docks, Thomas. And Brian shoved happily away. Thomas was determined to get to the docks first, so he raced off to find Maisie. When Thomas got to the Sodor Cafe, Maisie was there. Sharon was keeping an eye on her. Now then, Thomas, is this your cow? He asked. Yes, but well, no. You see, she's a special delivery for Farmer McCall. Cows are meant to be in fields. She will be, said Thomas, just as soon as we could catch her. Stand back, everyone. We don't want to startle her. Then Thomas saw Brian. Brian was puffing straight towards them. Thomas was worried. Now Brian will be a centre of attention if he passes by after his photograph. So Thomas hit backwards and startled Maisie to block the line.
Daisy cow, we'd like to stop her, but we don't know how. Running wild everywhere and pulling back all round the square. Daisy cow, we'd like to stop her, but we don't know how. Everybody's saying that you've got to stop that, got to stop that, got to stop that cow.
But it didn't work. "See you later, Thomas," whistled Brian, and he puffed away. Maisie escaped and Thomas's driver crashed into the cattle truck. "Oh, then let's get up with a bench, my dear." "I'm not sure what he's talking about." "Bother," said Thomas. "Uh-oh, Thomas to Ted?" "Thomas, how's it going?" asked Ted on his space unit. "Oh, it's coming along, Ted. You can always count on me." Brian soon found Maisie. She was straying on the line, and she saw some grass. "Now for my breakfast," she thought. Just then, Thomas arrived. "I think I've found your special delivery, Thomas," tooted Brian. "Great," said Thomas's driver. "Thanks for keeping an eye on her, Brian," said his driver. "You're welcome." Thomas was cross. "Oh, because I couldn't catch a cow, Brian still gets the praise and the attention. Now, let's get Maisie into the cattle truck." Then Thomas had an idea. "I'll slam on the brakes every time we try to move the cattle truck level with Maisie. Then I'll delay Brian even more." But that wasn't going to be easy. "Well then, what are we stopped for? We got to load Maisie." "Come on, Thomas, we need to level the cattle truck with Maisie. Come on." "No, Thomas, if every time I open the regulator you slam on the brakes, we're going to get nowhere at all. And pretty soon you'll burst the feed pipe. So come on, move level with the Maisie." So Thomas did. His trick didn't work after all. Soon Maisie was in the cattle truck, and Brian puffed away. "See you later, Thomas," he whistled. Thomas knew Brian will get to the docks first now. Then he had an idea. "I will chop up Sodal Ridge," Thomas thought. "It's the fastest way to bring them docks, and," he thought to himself, "if I'm lucky I might get ahead of Brian. Now then, special delivery underway!"